Shalom. First, I want to say all glory and praises be unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the elder apostles at Great Millstone, rule well, and off Taz's knowledge. Honors and salutations to you fellow laborers out there that's doing the work in truth and sincerity. Shalom to you, and shalom to the few that believe as well. The few sisters. All right. Now, I just entitled this video, Gog is mobilizing its military. You know, Vladimir Putin, he's the king of Gog, and he has this to say. So let's play the clip.
Russian President Vladimir Putin has ordered the country's first partial mobilization of reserves since the Second World War. In a speech broadcast to the Russian people today, he accused the West of engaging in nuclear blackmail against his country.
Тем, кто позволяет себе такие заявления в отношении России.
I want to remind those who allow themselves such statements about Russia that our country also has a variety of weapons of destruction, and in some areas, even more modern than those in NATO countries. And if the territorial integrity of our country is threatened, we will without question use all the means at our disposal to protect Russia and our people. This is not a bluff.
Germany's vice-chancellor is among many world leaders condemning.
Now, you heard from Vladimir Putin, all right, and I can say with certainty he's not fucking around, all right, and instantly what I thought was, I was like, man, the Most High is really, put the hooks into the jaws of Gog, and he's making them turn and go against Babylon the Great, which is so-called America, all right? And you see it, man. All right, the aggression, the the build up to it, it's come down to this. All right, where he's mobilizing his troops and you heard him say he got weapons, all right? Modern nuclear weapons that are more capable than others. And I've been watching their nuclear arsenal for years. All right, so this is the book of matter of fact, before I even read this in Ezekiel, we've been telling you Israelites out there that this place is almost finished. Get yourself together, because the Lord is getting ready to judge this place, and you can see it's moving along really quickly. So this is the book of Revelation 11. In chapter 14, it says, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. All right, which is a representation of the world wars. All right, you had the First World War, you had the Second World War, and now the Third World War, which we're in the midst of, is brewing up and is increasing day by day. All right, these tensions that are at an all-time high, all right, between Russia and America. This is not coincidence. This is all the Lord's doing. This is all the Lord's doing, all right? Because remember, the Most High is the one that's in control. This is Daniel 4:17. It says, this matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and set it up over it the basis of men, which are the Edomites. And we're living under the Edomites' age right now, all right? And the Edomites over in Russia don't like the Edomites over here in America. Hey, as a matter of fact, a lot of them European countries, a lot of them Edomites over in Europe, they don't like these Edomites over here for real. All right? But the point is, the Most High is the one that ruleth in the kingdom of men. All right? The Most High is the one that's in control. He's the one that's stirring up Gog, all right, to go against Babylon, and it's going to increase. All right? The tensions are going to increase until it's a full-out, all-out war, man. All All right. This is Ezekiel chapter 38. Bear me 1 second. Let me get a drink. Bear me 1 second. I'll leave that top off. All right, Shalaki, I'm back. Ezekiel 38:1, it says, "And the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against him." So when you look those names up, you will see that they go back to Japhet. But we know that Japhet, all right, his people don't occupy those lands. All right, the Edomites pushed the real people of Japhet out, and you have Edomites there, and that's who he's talking about, Edomites, because who's in the land of Gog? All right, Russia, all right, the Russian Edomites. Okay. Verse 3, it says, "And say, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth in all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords." And that's what the military of Russia is doing, man. They're bringing out everything as far as personnel and weaponry, all right, to the world stage to show, to basically present a show of force, all right? And that's the Most High's doing, all right? Because you got to remember that the missiles, all right, that's the Most High's armory, all right? Let's get that. This is the book of Jeremiah 50 and verse 25. It says, Jeremiah 50 and 25. It says, "Yahweh had opened his armory and had brought forth the weapons of his indignation." What are those weapons of the Lord's indignation? The missiles. All right. It says, "Yahweh had opened his armory and had brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, of hosts, in the land of the Chaldeans." All right, and that's talking about America, because America, all right, is the modern day land of the Chaldeans, man. All right, a lot of well, you look up the Chaldeans, they was known for a number of things, witchcraft, all kinds. All right, sorcery. America is exactly that. All right, but the point is, all right, the weapons of his indignation, and indignation means righteous anger or justifiable anger, are those missiles. And the Most High is going to bring them forth, man. All right, it's not written that the Lord created the let's get that, Isaiah 54. I'll just read it, right? Isaiah 54 and 16, it says, "Behold, I have created," and this is the Most High talking to Isaiah. Keep that in mind, all right? It says, "Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. And I have created the waster to destroy." All right, those the missiles, all right, the missiles is going to do its purpose, all right, according to the Lord's will, man. All right, they were not created for nothing. They were created to destroy. And that's exactly what the scriptures are saying. What the Lord is saying, all right, "Behold, I have created the smith to blow the coals, the missiles." All right, he said he created the waster to destroy, man. Those missiles are created to waste, all right, a lot of people, man. All right, lay a lot of people waste and lay this land, so-called America, flat, man. All right, to let it waste, man. Because that's what America gonna be, all right, a wasteland once the Most High's done with it. You see, and this is exactly what's going on. You see, everything is working according to the Most High's will. Even, even Russia being, roused up and basically America's #1 target. That's the Most High's doing. Remember, the Most High's going to bring God, all right, with the rest of the nations up against Babylon, which is America. Even, America's out. Excuse me. Slocky, 1 second. Even America's allies are going to come against her, man. Right, it speaks about that, and Jeremiah spoke about that. You know, the Apostle John seen on the island of Patmos when he spoke about it in Revelation, the 18th chapter, the 17th chapter. All through Revelation, it speaks about Babylon the Great and how it's going to be destroyed and burned with fire. All right. Isaiah spoke about it, you know. Isaiah 13, 34, just to name a couple. Jeremiah 50 and 3, it says, "For out of the north there cometh up a nation against her, which shall make her land desolate, and none shall dwell therein." And that's talking about the country or nation that sits furthest the furthest north, which is Russia, man. So things are moving along. Excuse me. Excuse me. Things are moving along, and as far as Israelites that believe, it's looking good, man. The Most High stirring things up, and we see prophecy coming to pass, man. All right. I mean, we've been speaking on it for a while. All right, but hey, the scriptures say, "Though it tarry, wait for it, it will surely come." So when we see these things, we should be getting excited. I know I am. I'm like, yo, I'm tired of living in this place. So each day, I see the tensions are heightened more and more. Hey, that's a good look, man. That's a good look for those of us true believers, us true worshipers, of Yahweh Shem Shai, man, because we want this place to be destroyed. We want this place to come to an end, because our oppression ends, and these curses are going to end. All right, us living under the heathen are going to end. All right, so hey, we rooting. Hey, we rooting for the Most High to go ahead and do His thing. So with that, Lord willing, this video has been edifying. I ain't want to hold you long. I just noticed the news clip, and I just want to report on it. So, Lord willing, this little short video has been edifying. Till next time, Shalom Akim. And if you walk off.